attract money in life. Because everybody here, we're going to be talking about money now. So, we've been talking about different things. So today is a great day where we'll be talking only about money. So, we live in this life. Everybody is living while looking for how to be really successful in his life, while looking how to be very important in the society. So now you can't really be respected in the society if you don't have money. Sometimes even money work. Just good behaviors, speaking better, also it can work. But also once you have money, now it works very good than how you can be better without having money. So today now we are going to talk about 5 manners of attracting money, because we have some manners that we have to attract money. So now without delaying, I will be telling you about one by one. So the first one thing that you've got to know about money, while willing to attract money, you've got to change your speech. It may be inside or outside about money. So what you are speaking about money, okay? It may be in your heart, okay? Just it may be what you speak. The meaning you've got to make sure that you are changing what you speak about money. Because once you speak about money very bad, I sure tell you that also it can work better. So God, while creating the world, He used only words, only speaking. So also what you speak, it attracts something in your life. That's why we are going, the first one thing that you've got to do, you have to change your speech while talking about money. So there is somebody who said, his name is Karamo. He said, take care of what you speak, because what you speak will attract your thoughts. And take care of your thoughts, because your thoughts will become your behaviors. And take care of your behaviors, because your behaviors will now determine your life, your real life, or how you behave in the society. So that's why, guys, let me tell you that I had a friend of mine. He used to go in different fashions while buying some different things. And then, also I said, one day he took shoes and he told me, so Jimmy, can you buy this? I said, no, that this is more expensive. He told me one thing that I will never forget in my life. He said, never say it's expensive in your life, because once you say something is expensive, now things can't be better, then that can follow you and add to the end of your life. That's why you've got to make sure that you are changing what you speak about life, about money, or because once somebody is used to say, no, this is more expensive, I can't buy this and this, so now that can follow him. But once you say no, just anyway, one day maybe I will buy it. One day I will buy it by showing it. Now I believe that exactly one day you can take what you want. That's why also you've got to make sure that you are changing what you're speaking about money. Because money, once you speak about it, good things, now I believe that things can really be good. So now let's talk about the second one. And also I believe that this is the most important one. The second one, what you've got to know, you've got to surround yourself with people who are more successful than you. Because once you live in the society where you are really higher now, your visions will not go forward. Because for example, you have $1,000 and you are the only one person who's post in that society. You can see X or Y having or having $5,000. Now you're the only one who's rich. Now I can tell you that your thoughts can't go so far and search how to be boss than others, but your thoughts can really stay there because you know that you are really boss than others. So let me give you this example, and you will see that I'm talking about the reality. There in countryside, I mean at villages, the first boss there now is the last Uwe and Goma. Somebody who's really respected, somebody who has, let me say, cows, and maybe one field and a house. So there is the first boss. But once he reaches down in town, he can even miss what to eat, So now let me tell you that there in villages, he is the boss because he's the only one who has money. Then he can boost himself. But once he reaches in town, his thoughts can go forward while looking about being now really rich. That's why also you've got to surround yourself in the society where there are people whom are really successful than you. Just that don't mean that you've got to be the last poor in the society. No, just maybe now you can have people whom are down than you, and others now whom are really higher than you. Now that can help you, can develop your thoughts about money, because where you live now can determine where you will be tomorrow. So now let's talk about the third one. So the third one thing, you've got to plan what you want, So once we talked about being successful, we talked about being rich, we're talking about money, but also you've got to plan how to get the money, So that's why at the last time I told you in my last video, I'd been telling you about planning your day. That's why also once you plan what you want, now that can allow you to get it. For example, you can say no, just I wanna get $10,000. So now what are you able to give in order to get that $10? Now you've got to think about that. That now once you say no, just I've got to get $10, and then you know what you can give. If it's your time, if it's what, now you know that you can give it because of money, because of what you want now. That can really be so fantastic. That's really something which is so fantastic if you really plan what you want, because everything starts by planning. Now what you plan, what you want, no things can be really fantastic. Guys, let me tell you that once you want a house, once you want a field, once you want to buy a car or something else, you've got to make sure that you are planning. You say no, maybe in 5 years I'm looking myself being like this one. In 2 years I'm looking myself having this car. In 2 years I'm looking myself having a house. So now those are visions, and then you've got to plan. You say, so to get this one I will have to give this one. I believe that also that can help you. Guys, you've got to make sure that you are planning what you want in life. So now let's talk about the fourth one. The fourth one I've got, what you've got to know. Yeah, I believe that is the fifth one here. Is the fifth one, because we talked about four. So now the fifth one thing that you've got to make sure that you are doing once you want to attract money, you've got to make sure that you are focusing 100% on what you want. So once you want something, once you want to get money, now you've got to focus about it. Just I know some of people who used to give up. One day say, no, I've got to get this one, I've got to get such a job, I've got to get this, I've got to open this business. So now once they meet with some troubles in a way, and then they say no, just it's impossible to get that thing. No, only whites can get that. Somebody from Congo can get that one. So now try to imagine. So once you don't focus 100% on what you want, let me tell you that for really, you can't get what you want. To get what you want, you've got to make sure that you are focusing on what you want. And I believe that for really everything can so be really fantastic. And then that can really up, okay? That can bring up your standard. That can bring up what you want. And I believe that once you focus 100 on what you want, I swear tell you that you can really get what you want. So I believe that this is more fantastic, and this is more helpful, and I know while talking about how to surround yourself, how to plan what you want. There, I know what I'm talking about. So now let's talk about the following one. You've got to make sure that you learn how to bring up your standard. Okay, you've got also to learn how to bring up your standard. So now I believe that this is more helpful, and I believe that for really to support us, you are going to comment, like, and share, and once you do that, for also we'll have strength of giving you other more videos. So as always, the name is Jimmy, and he knows the ways. I believe that we are going to be together at the model. Thank you so much.